What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in this video, we'll be going over the content that I believe Battlefront 2 still needs, as well as bringing to the forefront things that realistically should be in the game at this point, but are still nowhere to be seen for whatever reason. So I've done a bit of homework for this video by looking around to all corners of the Battlefront 2 community and decided to put this video together to hopefully catch DICE's attention, as this isn't a video bashing the game, it's just one that sort of highlights what players are feeling the game is lacking. So we're going to be covering as much of that today as possible. So before I dive on into this, guys, be sure to post your thoughts below. What do you think the game needs the most? Let me know in the comment section. And if you are new around here, then feel free to subscribe to the channel for more Battlefront 2 content and Jedi Fallen Order videos coming very, very soon. Now we're going to be starting off this video talking about hero skins. This game needs more of them. Admittedly, we have gotten a few lately with the new Luke skins and the Han skin, which to be honest was actually kind of disappointing. The Luke skins were good, don't get me wrong, but the Han skin, I don't know, it just wasn't very good. And I mean, to be fair, those skins actually were way overdue. They should have been in the game a long time ago. But I think one thing we can all agree on is that villain skins are way too rare in this game. The fact that we haven't gotten something as simple as a hooded Darth Maul skin absolutely blows me away. I've been getting into mods recently, and I have noticed that we are missing out on a lot of great skins, like the new Vader skin mod that has just come out. It has honestly just really confused me as to why DICE aren't getting half as creative as mod creators are. Like I said, I'm on PC now, and it's made me realize just how much potential skins we're missing out on because I'm just, searching through mods constantly, seeing all these amazing skin options. And on the topic of hero skins, make them available with credits. The challenges more often than not are bugged, so to be honest, I wouldn't bother with it going forward unless the challenge bug is like 100% fixed and will not happen again. The Luke Farmboy challenge bug was just like super frustrating, and it literally almost broke me with this game. It was so annoying, and we don't need another repeat of that. Now the next thing I want to talk about is having all errors in co-op, capital supremacy, and instant action. Now I have talked about all errors coming to capital supremacy before in recent videos, and I still stand by that. But I mean, this is a Star Wars game, not a Clone Wars game. You can only use the same 4 heroes per faction every single match and the same handful of maps in rotation, because by then it becomes very stale very quickly. And I mean, the same goes for co-op and instant action. Instant action being all errors for me personally would make getting certain footage for videos so damn easy, considering how dead the Australian servers are. I can never rely on finding games to get footage for videos online because, I mean, there's not many people playing the game in Australia, at least on Xbox and PC for that matter. But obviously not everyone is a YouTuber, so I don't whinge from that standpoint just because it affects me. I understand that a lot of people feel this way as well. And the fact that majority of people still want the same thing, I think that really speaks for itself. Like, capital supremacy, co-op, and instant action are all really good modes respectively. But access to all errors is something that just needs to be looked into. Like, they can't not look into it at the bare minimum. And of course, make it error specific so we don't have cross error going on. Like, we can keep that for Galactic Assault. Galactic Assault can just be the chaotic cross error, just fun sandbox that it is. But keep capital supremacy, co-op, and instant action error locked to keep that immersive aspect. Because those 3 modes, they need all errors. There's just no two ways about it. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is Galactic Assault maps. Like I said before, Galactic Assault is the all-out chaos mode of Battlefront 2 with all the errors, and it's great for that. But the game mode itself has become so stale, it's not even funny anymore. The lack of Galactic Assault maps being added since launch is actually kind of worrying. Felucia especially needs to be put into the Galactic Assault rotation. I just have no idea why they didn't make it so it could go into Galactic Assault as well as capital supremacy when they brought it in. I know a lot of people, including myself, that were extremely frustrated when DICE came out and said that Felucia was only going to be for capital supremacy, because all of the people who like playing Galactic Assault are just sitting there like, hello, are we still cared about? You know what I mean? Now, obviously, I know that bringing Felucia into Galactic Assault, it would need tweaks and all, but in my opinion, it would all be worth it and it would all be necessary. Galactic Assault is a favourite mode of so many players that play this game, but it's getting boring due to the lack of maps being added to freshen up the game mode. Now, another thing that I want to be talking about in this video is new blasters. So one thing that Battlefront 2 seriously is in need of is new blasters for the infantry classes. I'm pretty sure there is a dedicated weapons designer working on this game. Now, I don't know if he's been laid off or what, because there has been pretty much nothing besides reinforcement blasters in the past, like nearly 2 years, and that's not okay. Like, new blasters are a real breath of fresh air to the classes. Basically, everyone has all of the current blasters unlocked and has for a very long time. Because it's been that long since anything was added. Well, actually, not since anything was added, because nothing has been added. New blasters is like highly requested, and at this point, I'd think that most people would be happy with some blasters ported over from Battlefront 2015, as there was a ton of cool blasters that didn't make the transition to this game, which I'm really confused by how we've gone backwards in terms of weapons. But hopefully this is something on DICE's agenda. Now, another thing that I want to be talking about in this video is new hero modes. So the hero modes in the game right now are Heroes vs Villains and Hero Showdown and Hero Starfighters. I mean, if you really want to count that. All of them have their ups and their downs. Heroes vs Villains has gone under a revamp due to the target system, which pretty much just encouraged toxic players to just do their thing. And one thing that I have noticed lately is people wanting some new hero modes. Whatever that ends up being, whether we get something like maybe Hero Hunt like we had in Battlefront 2015, like it would be much harder in Battlefront 2, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We could always get a Heroes vs Villains mode just like the Heroes vs Villains mode in Battlefront 2015 as well. It obviously included infantry, and that would create a very interesting dynamic for this game, I think. And I mean, those are just two ideas, like off the top of my head. DICE could create something brand new if they wanted to, like who knows. But at the end of the day, we love using heroes, and more hero modes would be great to see for Battlefront 2 throughout 2020. And lastly, just a few other things that I wanted to list off for this video that don't necessarily need a big discussion. So private matches, they need to be in the game at some point in 2020. They have been heavily requested since launch and should seriously be in this game already. Now, also a backdoor update or a bug update for the people who aren't up to date with the lingo. Whilst not necessarily content, I think a month dedicated to bug fixes really needs to be in the works sometime soon. Bugs are one of the biggest things that hold this game back, and whilst we understand that bugs will always be a thing, it is a game after all, but the amount of bugs is just messed up, especially for a game that's been out for nearly 2 years. And also some sort of specific content the game would just massively benefit with having is both Coruscant and Magna Guards. Magna Guards, in my opinion, should have been brought into the game alongside General Grievous, and are one of the coolest reinforcement options still available. And as for Coruscant, Coruscant is the center point of the entire prequel trilogy, and it's still not in Battlefront 2. I understand that it's going to be hard to put together and take time due to the detail, but I am honestly not sure that much more would actually please this community than the addition of Coruscant. It is probably the most requested thing and the thing that most fans want the most. When I was doing the research for this video, I did not have to look very far to find requests for Coruscant because they were absolutely everywhere. And I mean, understandably so, it is Coruscant. Like I said, it is the center point of the prequel trilogy, so you'd think it would be in this game. But I understand that it's going to take a lot of development time, but I really hope that it's something DICE are at least considering. I tried to gather some of the more major things that were worth bringing up in this video, but there is of course countless things that could be taken into consideration. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, let me know down in the comments. I really hope that 2020 is a big year for Battlefront 2, and along the way, some of the things brought up in this video can be brought into the game or at least addressed in some way. These are some pretty big things and are highly requested, and I'm not kidding when I say that, and wanted from players. So if DICE really are listening to the community, then the least they'd be doing is taking this stuff into due consideration, because in my opinion, if none of the things mentioned in this video happen, or at least get addressed, then I can see the player base rapidly declining throughout next year. And we of course do not want to see that. But guys, that just about brings this video to a close, so be sure to drop a like if you did enjoy the video and want to see some of these changes, and if you are new to the channel, then be sure to subscribe for more Battlefront 2 content, and like I said, Jedi Fallen Order content coming very soon. So guys, that is it for me today, so thank you all for watching, hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you all again real soon.